Possibly could. I mean, those guys went toe-to-toe, and they're both looking incredible this entire weekend. And, you know, I don't think anyone's doubting Ninja Killer's real ability to hang with the best, or the fact that he's a talented player. It's just, can he hang with everyone here?
Well, some people are questioning it because they're fools, but
there we go.
There's always somebody who's questioning everybody. But this is a very, very interesting matchup here, and the reason why it's interesting is, wait, is this really, I mean, this makes sense, but is Combat playing Geras? I don't feel like I've ever seen his Geras.
I'm not sure. Combat was sitting on the player 1 side, so it could make sense. We have been seeing Tweety, Rocky, and Jaqui Briggs for most of the weekend.
I also feel like Tweety would never pick Geras against a Jaqui when he could instead go with a different character. I don't think he likes that matchup at all. But I'm more so just interested that Combat's playing Geras. Now, this is interesting because exactly what I just said. Tweety wouldn't like this matchup. Let's see how it goes the other way around.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, if you don't like something, that's usually some validity to it. So possibly Tweety knowing something that Combat is overlooking here, especially considering the fact that Combat is not a Geras main. But right now, Tweety making real work of those ribs on Geras, as he is going right into the ribs here of... Oh, nice stop.
One, or down 2, I'm sorry.
Yes, that stopped it. The anti-air, universal anti-air from everyone. Not, you know, invulnerable in any way, but you have to be on point and ready to go once you see your opponent's feet leave the ground.
Yeah, especially against a great jump in like Geras's. But all right, fighting out of the corner. Combat had a pretty heavy lead, but once he got cornered, that's just where it ended. And that's kind of how it tends to happen against Jaqui. Not too surprising, but you just got to stay out of that corner. Easier said than done.
Yes, definitely easier said than done. A great down 2, however, wasn't countering anything for that crushing blow. Oh, misses the sand drop there, or the teleport here from Geras. Going over to the other side, no counter hit, so we're not seeing a crushing blow. And Tweety ready to press buttons on that wake up. Very quick buttons at anti-air.
Yeah, standing 1 from Jaqui on wake up has happened in almost every single Jaqui match that we've seen. It's a super common strategy, and people need to be ready for it.
Oh, there it is again. Stand 1-1s.
All right, that's an interesting cash out right there. Now, you are going to get a lot of damage. You're going to essentially 1 mix-up away, but Jaqui doesn't get any Oki off of this fatal blow. So you're only getting to about even life, and the option's still there. Fatal blow's still there for Combat, so you're in a pretty scary situation. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I was about to say, not only that, but you're putting Combat in under 30 health and giving him access to that fatal blow. But now that both those fatal blows have been cashed in on, no longer going to be a factor here in the final round. Once those fatal blows connect, they are gone. For the entirety of that match.
That's honestly, I mean, they both have great fatal blows, but there might be a little bit better of a situation for Jaqui, just because, I mean, the fatal blow from Geras is one of the best in the game, probably the best in the game.
I mean, it's got great combo ability, doesn't scale too hard, and the fact that it reaches from that far is insane. You can really use it in so many different situations. Great interrupt here from Tweety, reacting to the big fist charge from Combat.
Yeah, that was definitely a knowledge check right there. It's plus on block, but you can interrupt it. It's just one of the mixes the character has. Throw counter. All right, if there's going to be a comeback, I think it needs to start now from Combat. Oh, wow.
For the OS.
Surprised that didn't hit.
Yeah, so what he's doing there, he's putting in 1 option or putting in 1 input to cover multiple options there, but not sure what happened here. Combat just decided, let's get off of this character. This character's not for me. Keep in mind, guys, this is still a 1st to 2 setting. We don't kick into 1st to 3 until the top 8 of this tournament. So this is do or die for Combat here. The final character he picks is going to be the last character he can possibly go to for this set.
Yeah, and we've seen him use a lot of characters. We've seen him use Johnny Cage and Baraka and Raiden and honestly just almost every single character that can rush down. We've seen Jax. Now, the thing here is that I don't know if he really has like a comfortable choice against Jaqui. I mean, we do know him essentially as a Johnny Cage main, right? But Jaqui does force Johnny Cage to whiff. All right, I like to switch to Baraka. Baraka, a lot of people tend to kind of like this matchup just because at the very least, if you can get out of the pressure of Jaqui, you're getting a lot of reward for it as this Baraka, as Marauder.
Yes, Marauder does do a lot of damage thanks to that variation-specific ability, the gutted ability, or the gutted special move that just pops your opponent up for a full combo. And if you get that crushing blow, it's going to be even more damage, close to 50% after the DOT or the damage over time.
All right, well, definitely Tweety taking this first lead, knocking all the way to the corner, goes for just 2 knees.
Now, Tweety very familiar with Baraka. We saw him playing a lot of Baraka at the Summit of Time and, you know, of course, during the beta when we only had 5 characters to pick. So Tweety very familiar with what this character is capable of.
Definitely got to break away there. Now, one more mix-up is going to mean everything. Now, that's essentially how this character works. He gets one launch, you have to break away or you're going to die. And then if he gets one more launch, then you essentially die. But right now, it's not looking like it's going to be an issue. The throw is going to push it to match point for Tweedy.
Tweedy in complete control, man. That was pure domination. However, he did take some hits. Tweedy still felt like he was in the driver's seat the whole time. The big jumping attack there from downtown, just reaching out with that arm and making sure it connects into a full combo, forcing Combat to come off that breakaway, come off those 2 bars.
And this is really running away for Tweedy. He's got corner pressure. He's got such a huge life lead. Heavy read on that down too, but okay, this is going to at least interrupt the momentum, right? It's going to be a lot of damage. It's going to be a knockdown. It's going to be like, okay, hold on. Now,
he's got the flag buff. He's got the flag buff here. It is active, just like the regular flag. Normally, however, it does go away very quickly. Tweedy just trying to end this right here. He doesn't have to worry about Fatal Blow anymore. He just has to worry about this last little 17% down to nothing here. Is Combat on life support. And Tweedy connects it. Tweedy connects it perfectly with that back to the mid that really just stops your opponent. And Tweedy screaming, yes. You might have not heard it here, but the entire venue did. He said it's so loud and so proud. Tweedy is going to keep going. Tweedy. Dominant form. I mean, look, I